here is.
Yes.
It has a lot of, it got a restaurant in every corner, sort of.
Yes, I agree. There's always a lot to eat. And
They do tend to serve a similar cuisine, basically. You know, a lot of Italian pasta and stuff like that, and meat, of course.
Meat, yeah.
They're
heavy meat.
Out here. It's all meat. It's all about meat. You take away
Yeah.
their meat, you'll have a rebellion.
Yeah, we don't have any meat here. We only use turkey and fish and chicken.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, then you would starve in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, this is red meat country. You can go out Friday. It's customary on Friday afternoons, late afternoons. You'll see a business or something, you know, a small business, not a major, you know, a mom and pop shop or something like that, or construction workers on a building, and they'll set up a parrilla out in the street on the gutter. It's basically, you know, a little bit of a stand with a rack on it, and they'll put some coals underneath and fire that thing up, and that's a grill. And they'll load that grill up with all kinds of meat. You'll get ribs and steak, and you'll get sausages and blood sausage, which is that black sausage. It's we call it blood sausage. When it's done right, it's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I like blood sausage.
Yeah,
I've had it.
okay.
It's
Slightly acquired taste, but yeah, it's very good. But anyway, they'll load these things up, and the street will have some, you know, the street will be smoked. This nice smelling smoke in the street. You know, they'll have some wood in there too, and they're good. Boy, they know how to grill food. These guys, they really do.
Is that what carne asado is? Well,
yeah,
is
asado is a bunch of meats.
In Philadelphia, in Philadelphia, there are restaurants, Argentine-themed restaurants.
Are there?
Where they just bring you meat after meat.
Oh yeah, I've been to one of those. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
In Chicago, we went to one, and they just cut the meat right in front of you many years ago when my daughter lived there, and they cut that meat and keep coming around with more and more meat.
Oh my God. I think I'm starved of meat. I mean, I've been on a plant-based diet, but now I've been having a lot of fish. But I would like some meat now. Now we've been discussing meat.
Yeah.
You don't miss it when you don't have it. It's been so many years for us.
Yeah,
as the fella said, vegetables ain't food. Vegetables is what food eats.
Well, I don't know.
All
I
right.
had veggies tonight and tofu.
Well, let's see. It's 7:06. Neela, why don't you take over?
Sounds good.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Who has work to share?
I think
Everybody.
we all do. I'm sure Mike does.
Okay.
Mike, do you have? Mike said yes.
Yes, he always does. Yeah.
So let's start with Walcott tonight.
And his tree, his beautiful tree.
Well, I've got a couple here. I'm calling them bipolar. And this one is manic. And,
Oh,
Whoa.
love it, love it,
That's fantastic.
love it, love it.
That
was
is exciting.
It is very exciting.
picked that up on one of my walks and dropped by.
Wow.
And I debated taking the phone lines out, but then it actually kind of, I thought it sort of breaks up the upper portion, adds to the manic. And besides, it would be a lot of work, and I'm allergic to that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful picture, it really is.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's been a lot of fun. And we do have these online, when we have the exhibits, you can go online because you're not in town and put that up.
Yes.
And then it'll be on Instagram, according to my neighbor's daughter, Bree.
Yeah.
Not sure. You'll have to rebrief me on how to do it. You told me.
You don't
once.
you don't have to do, well, I will send you the link, right? I'll send you the link from the Plastic Club. And all you do is you just click a button and upload your shot. That's it.
Okay. That's
And,
about.
and then the Plastic Club puts it on Instagram. We don't have to do a thing,
All right.
according to her.
Okay. Well, here's part 2, which is the downside. If I
All
can-
right, that was the manic.
And shoot, wait a second.
Shall I take it down?
No. There we go. Here's the downside.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Now,
And,
is this a different building?
this is a different. Yeah, it's entirely different. Yeah.
Okay.
So where was it? Where was this all taken then?
It's on Acevedo. It's a piece. I was just walking by, and it had a lot of shadows and lines and stuff, and I'm kind of getting into helter skelter these days. So that had a lot of. It was just crazy, and it was in color originally, and I black and white it.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's,
Interesting
I think
choice.
you,
oh, yeah.
yeah, really, really good.
Mm.
And you'll have to tell me when I come where this actual neighborhood is. Like it's not
that's the
Recoleta.
That's the tricky part. If it's over 2 weeks, it's gone. You know, anything that happened more than 2 weeks ago is it's gone.
Oh,
I don't.
Is that because of inflation?
No, no, it has to do with my memory.
oh,
Yes,
I think you're.
understood.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah, no, I could probably find it again. It's on Acevedo.
Yeah, but I don't know where that is.
Anyway, in a more tranquil mood, we have the Lady of the Lake.
Oh,
That is
Ah,
lovely.
oh, that's lovely.
Beautiful.
beautiful plants on the water.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a
Very
little
nice.
pond.
Very nice shot.
That's the botanical garden again.
I must go there, obviously. My education is lacking in Buenos Aires, obviously.
Well, it has a lot of nice opportunities. Anyway, that's it. That's
Well, I think you blew it out of the water. I hope I don't go next.
all right.
Ah,
Thank you
Very
much.
nice.
I
Bravo.
like-
Let Tom go next. He'll equal you, or Doris or someone, or Sarah or Mike.
you had a good flow there
Yeah.
with the manic depressive
Yes.
and
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Yes.
and then last week you had the doorways
yes.
of Buenos Aires, which
That's
was
true,
also
that's true.
a good story.
Yes, he's blasting
you.
out into outer space. This guy. You're right.
Very nice.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Walcott.
Walcott, you could do a travel show for that area.
Ah,
Yeah.
Mm.
An art travel.
You'll take us to another street next week.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Doris, would you like to share?
Sure. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna start with sketches here. This is just a bunch of sketching people's faces when I was out.
Interesting. Lovely. Really nice.
Oh,
Little mini
my
sketchbook.
Good for you.
Yeah. Good for you.
Oh
That's
my
really nice. Really good stuff.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And
Very good
Making
stuff.
sure they
Doris,
know
what
I'm
are you
drawing them.
using?
know. What's that?
Are you using a pen or a pencil?
Some of them are ballpoint pens, some of them are the regular drawing pen.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
It is amazing because you can't be wrong with a ballpoint pen. There's no way to remove it.
No,
And
Wow.
good presentation with
Yeah.
6 of them and one
Yeah.
mounted.
Collage.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. So where were your models? Are these things you
I All right. Well, the top part was the women's meeting that I was at last Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
When I was sitting there, I did a little sketching people there.
Oh,
The bottom is from Millbrook that I go to the Historical Society. That was people there. So,
Very nice.
Really
Doris, you would have had a field day at my ladies' meeting today at the church. Because they're a senior group, and I think that you would have done beautifully with those faces.
yeah. Something I should be doing more of, but
Yeah, obviously, yeah, I think you should.
exquisite.
Yeah.
Exquisite. Oh my God.
Very good.
Those are highly evolved sketches. I mean, they're not your rough first sketch. They're
Right.
they're relatively far along.
yeah,
Very nice.
Very
Yes.
nice.
they looked
Yeah.
involved, but they were not a big investment of time at all.
Really? Well, that's because you're good.
And here's another
Yeah.
doodle. Okay. If I get this back. Go down this one. Wait a minute. Oh, where is it? There we go. There's another doodle. This is a doodle of my backyard.
Oh,
Hmm.
beautiful.
I like all the textures.
Yeah. It is very green right now.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It is.
Everything is so green.
Yes, everything is wonderful.
So lush.
Lush.
Yeah. Yes.
It's one of those little corners of a garden that I love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
And Doris, I noticed that you portrayed each vegetation with a specific shape. That consists of a certain pattern. And
Yeah.
it's something that I saw
Yeah.
in Van Gogh's work, where, a certain vegetation had leaves that were round, and
Yeah.
another one, yeah.
Yeah. To each plant its own stroke.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because there's all these
that's-
different strokes.
Yes.
It's a nice composition. Very, very lovely.
Thank you. Yeah.
Doris, do you feel you could actually sketch any face, or are you drawn to certain types of faces? I mean, what interests you with faces? All faces?
It's hard to say. I can pretty much sketch most faces. What interests you in a face? It's just like sometimes you never know.
It
Okay.
strikes you.
Yeah. I do enjoy drawing older people.
Yeah, I guess they have more
Interesting.
character on their faces, right?
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay for older people.
Sometimes I want to, like, I get fascinated and want to sketch like little kids. So, so it's just hard to. I don't know.
That's lovely, Doris.
Yeah. And what else I have to show you is just a bunch of playing around with photographs here. So this is all from Monday's bike ride. So, and what is there? Okay, this one's interesting.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This was a homeschool co-op that was at the Pennypack watershed in Huntington Valley. Anyway, I played around with photographs a little, and
That looks old timey.
It
Yes.
does. I was going
Yeah.
to say it does look
Yeah.
almost sort of like Constable's
Classic.
time. If you
Could be a painting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I changed the color a little bit and played around with it and put some kind of glowy orb thing in her hand, and so
The colors in the bottom 2/3 are perfect for an old painting, and then in the top 1/3, they're a little bright. They're a little more like a modern photograph.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's coming up out of her hands?
I don't know. She had her hand up like that, so I kind of put some, looked like she was holding.
She has a little baby in her back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earth Mother.
Mm. It's a very nice photograph, actually.
It is.
Beautiful.
It's a magical offering to the tree gods.
Mm.
Yeah, like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, there we go.
Tinkerbell's golden orb.
That's who she has in her hands, you see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
Mhm.
And we got a little playing with the color on this. Okay. Keep going back. So I have one like this. This is just the pond.
Oh, it's a very
Nice.
interesting treatment. It's an interesting way to present it, I must say.
Yes. And I like the square format.
Yes.
I like the Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
Helter Skelter.
Very.
It's very
I first
unusual.
I first saw it as like the rooftops of a city looking
Did
down,
you?
and now that I see the leaves
Yes.
and the little water,
Yeah.
very nice. Another
Yes.
another
Yes,
nice
it's
one,
very-
Doris.
It's very unusual.
I see Doris's
Same
little
version
critters.
of that.
That one's great.
Black and white. Okay, this is the same thing. That's the same thing in black and white. So what I did was I put the color over it. Okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have the color photo with me.
So is that the reflection in the water?
Mhm.
Yes. Reflection of the tree. Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I like this one better, I think.
Oh, okay.
I like the other one because it was so dreamy.
Yeah, me too.
I think I prefer the first one
Yeah, that's what I'm
with the
saying.
color.
Mm-hmm.
Well, both ways they are informed by the color.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
A whole
Sure.
different feeling from it.
Mhm.
Then I took this little plow. This one, I'll show you this one. Okay. An old plow. So just turn this to a black and white photo. Yeah. Make it look old.
Mm,
Oh,
Good subject.
Nice.
That's classic.
Gorgeous.
Just give it that really old look to it. So
Did you, we have a couple of people around here that have those implements from the past, but where did you find it, Doris, where you are? I'm in a very rural area.
it's like a
Mm.
reserve, a nature reserve park.
Uh-huh.
Watershed.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, they have it just sitting there. I don't know why.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It looks like it's in pretty good shape too.
Mhm.
The wheels look nice and shiny, not
Yeah,
rusty.
Mhm.
I don't know why it was just sitting there. I don't know.
I think they're just so heavy. People leave them outside.
that could be.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, there are a lot around here, but I guess they used to use them, here is farming land.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe they're artistic and they deliberately leave them around.
Yes,
for photographers to find.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Or they don't have enough scrap metal dealers in the area. In the city we have lots of scrap metal dealers.
we have one right down the street from us.
I think it's just a painting looking to happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. So
Very nice.
thank you.
Thanks, Doris.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Doris.
Doris.
Stars.
Don, would you like to share?
Sure.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
Thanks. I just have this week.
Very nice.
Very nice, Don.
Really? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's strong. It's a very
It's
strong
very, yes,
statement.
it is. Yes, it is. What is it? What is the medium here? Is it
Watercolor.
It is watercolor.
Yeah.
It must be those Japanese watercolors because some of them are very, very strong.
Yeah, it is. It's the Kurotakis.
Ah, well, there you
They
go. I
use
think.
the liquid masking fluid
Mhm.
in the vase and the flowers.
Beautiful.
I can tell that you were close to that, meaning you're feeling for that vase of flowers. I mean, it just comes across as so specific. They have a personality.
Yeah, thanks.
They do. Yeah.
It's good, strong.
I like all the angles.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
I bet they were
Yes.
challenges.
yes.
Well, it's just
And I
sort of-
like the jar.
Yeah, the jar is
jar is
strong as
very
well.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very well done.
And what are the flowers actually done? Are they daisies?
They're artificial flowers. It was like zinnias and roses and big daisies, but they were all white. So that was
Oh
the
my
try,
gosh. Okay.
try and paint white flowers.
Yes. Very nice, Don. Very good.
Thanks. I'll have more for you next week.
Well, that's enough.
All right.
Thanks.
Strong.
Very nice color.
Thank you.
Janice. Janice, would you like to share?
Okay. Okay. This is what I did today. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God. Gerhard
I
Richter
did
comes
this
to
week.
Philadelphia.
Beautiful.
Big one.
Janice, I think you could give Gerhard Richter's cloud photos a run for their money.
Well, I would love to keep making these. This one came from a cluster of them that I took one night when the clouds were doing incredible things. So anyway, I have a series that photographs that I took that night, and I'd love to explore it more, and maybe I will.
I think this is really gorgeous.
yes.
And by
It
the way,
is.
Gerhard Richter's cloud photo, he had two up at Sotheby's a while back. One was a cloud and one was something abstract. And the cloud went for $9 million and the abstract went for $5 million. So the cloud, for some reason, was more highly valued. And I thought of you the
I
whole
have
time.
feelings.
Wow.
And
Was
I think the
This is
cloud
very
would
good.
touch
This
the
is
feelings.
very, very good. This is a very good cloud photo.
That's a beautiful cloud. It
Thank
really
you.
is.
Mhm.
was there unusual atmospheric conditions? because
Well,
you
it
usually
had to
don't
be,
get black, dark, and
Yeah.
white at the same.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
It was it was when the day was coming to a close, and
Mm.
so it was beginning to get dark, but not with a sunset. But then the wind was pulling, at some of these clouds, and there were these streamers. I gave a hint of it here, and I mean, it was just I think that's all I can say.
Was
All
it
right,
in
thank you.
Philadelphia? Was it in Philadelphia or was it some other place?
It was in Philadelphia.
Was it near where you live?
It was on our roof.
Wow. You
It's
see
very
these
evocative.
amazing things and I don't. It's crazy. I don't see a good sunset. I don't see clouds. Never. Wherever I am, I don't see it.
Well, Kim, being outdoors and up about 12 feet, you're going to see things differently. You're going to see the sky more intimately than being down in between buildings. So you probably see it. And what if you didn't? It doesn't matter. You see what you see.
But wait till you see what I do see.
All right.
Very evocative.
Yeah.
Very nice, Janice.
Feel the temperature.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, stop share.
Very nice.
Yes. Thank you, Janice.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Bob, would you like to go?
Sure. I am still doing experiments in AIG, artificial intelligence generated objects. This kind of tells what I'm doing. There's an object, and then there's the word that names the objects. And the word down here is water bombing a forest fire. And then there's which I had a photo of that. And then there's an image produced and I overlay them. So here's the photograph of the water bombing the forest fire. And here is the AI generated image given the prompt, water bombing a forest fire.
I like it actually.
Walcott, note that you could have probably that's a job, flying a plane full of water. Okay, here's another one. The word is flowering dogwood, and here's a photograph on the left. And on the right is an AI generated image.
I love that.
Given the name of.
I love that, Bob.
Okay. Here's a jet airplane climbing. There's the photograph, and here's the artificial intelligence.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what, Bob? Why couldn't there be a category of art with the skill that you've used to create what you've created, shown us tonight, and say, well, okay, so my input was blah blah blah, and this is what I got. That in itself, I think, is worthy. I am sure other people might agree with that. There should be a new category of art called AI art.
Well,
it doesn't make itself.
Frankly,
you have to input some data.
Oh, look at that one.
Here's a circuit box, and here on the left is the photo, and on the right is the AI generated. Now, in my opinion, the one on the right is kind of childish and naive, and is
naive is the word. Yeah.
The one on the left has the ugliness of everyday life. I have just one more. This is the magical world inside a television set.
Oh, I like that.
On the left is the AI generated Well, actually, these are two AI generated images combined,
Mhm.
and I showed you vinyl siding.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's what I'm experimenting with right now. I'll probably do it for a couple more weeks and move on to something else, but I'm enjoying it.
Well, I think it
Uh,
might become a category of art.
Now,
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sure it will. I don't doubt it for a moment.
But I really like the dogwood one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a
that
little,
came out nice.
yes.
And I like that one as well. But I like the dogwood one for some reason. It's the spring and it appeals to me.
Okay,
Thanks, Bob.
All right, thank you.
thank you, folks.
That's great.
Thank you.
Really.
Kim, would you like to share?
Surely, surely. My theme this week is I'm back in County Q, otherwise known as Susquehanna County, with people in the group who didn't see my evolution and my neighborhood. So I went back and got a couple of photos from prior, from before. And then I have a couple of photos from now. And I just want to share them. I mean, where's my screen here? So I thought I would begin by showing you the flavor of what the countryside looks like. And here it is. I want you to look very, very carefully at what it says. Today's soup, whiskey with ice croutons with a dish of cigarettes.
It's good.
And you're probably wondering, where would I ever be? In a little town that Alden said only had 938 people. Well, here's the deal. We have 2 bars in town, one burnt down, Tubby's. And so that leaves the Queen of Hearts. And my neighbor's daughter, Bree, whom you'll probably meet next week, she said she might join us. We were just looking over some of her photos, and it was raining, and we stopped at, the bar, not going inside, believe me. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if people drink at 3 o'clock, but we were just there by ourselves, just sitting, sheltering from the rain. And I noticed this. How crazy is that? Today's
All the
soup, whiskey
interesting
with ice
people are in
croutons.
it.
Whiskey with ice cream.
Just waiting for you to show up.
Well, I wanted you to see, I wanted you to see my life. This is like down market, but here we are in the country, and this is what they do.
I think that's a perfect lunch.
Ice croutons.
I love it.
Wow.
I think that's actually clever, don't you, for the country? I mean, for, I thought it was clever. And now these cigarettes. And no, we didn't partake, believe me. We were stone cold sober. Okay, so now I want to show you this is really for Walcott and Don who don't know this neighborhood. So let me show you where it is. So I'm going to show you a few far away, few shots of the town, a few shots of the country, and then a couple of new shots. So this is the town taken from, I hate to say it, but it is true, the graveyard. And the reason I went up to the graveyard is it's above the town, and it's a hilly town. So this is a little shot of the town. I had shown it earlier, and Ken had noticed, or maybe it was Mike, that this area here was very overexposed. So I actually collaged in the town from another shot. So it isn't.
It's nifty. I like that. It's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
very nice.
wonderful.
Love it.
Looks like Cezanne.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
thank
glad
you.
you did that, Kim.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't know quite what to do because truthfully, I don't have my photographic eye yet. It takes me a while to sort of get it when I'm in a new place. And it happened also me in Philadelphia and Buenos Aires. It took me a bit of time to start. So I've got some old photos. So, okay, so this is the town also from the graveyard, but a different shot just to show you what it looks like. It's a small village. And again, this is from the graveyard, which I actually rather like to be there because it's kind of quiet. Not that the town isn't quiet. Actually, the town is totally quiet. So, but at least the graveyard is above the town, so it gives you some little idea of the town. Now, as I say,
that's sort of Van Gogh-y, isn't it?
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, sorry. These ones do have the style transfers. Not everything I'm showing you tonight has a style transfer, but this one does. And the other one actually doesn't have much of it. This one has a lot of it, of the style transfer. Okay, so now we move out of the town to the countryside, and I want to show you a couple. I actually liked this better when I first showed it to you. I don't like it as much now because, truthfully, Constable is much better. I call it Constable in the country, but it really isn't. So I apologize to Constable. It's nothing like his. His is so much better. But I just like the scene because it had the horses and the clouds and all that.
Oh, I guess.
It
And
has
that little bit of red.
Yeah,
on
I
the
put the
right.
red in. I put the red in because have you ever looked at Constable's work? Not that I
Yeah.
looked at all of it. He does have splotches of red, and so I deliberately pasted in the red. Yes,
Very nice.
I was trying to be like Constable. Really a very, very disgustingly pale imitation of Constable, but that was my plan. Okay, so this is for Dawn.
Oh,
And
my.
I haven't seen my neighborhood, but here we are. This is a shot that I actually
Nice.
took in the fall, and it was so raining on my camera that it came out blotchy. So I went back last summer, and this is haying in July. Actually, I do know they hay in July, and they were haying that day in July. So they were haying, and so it's haying. Haying in July. Okay, so now I am trying to get my photographic eye back. So I was on Main Street, and I was right by the library. And Alden was saying that his lilacs didn't bloom this spring. So I began to notice all the lilacs, my lilacs, the lilacs in town. And I was walking along, this is actually Main Street. I mean, this isn't Main Street, this is looking away from Main Street, but this is near the library. There's a beautiful building in town called Pratt Memorial Library. And this is right beside it, near a creek. And as I was walking, I saw this old rundown shed, and I thought I have to take a picture of a lilac. And then the lady who used to run it, my friend Sally, said the board of the library wants to cut down this lilac, if you can believe it. Why they would do that, I don't know. Yeah, so she said she was glad I took the shot. But she wants it dug up and put in her garden. What she doesn't know is she'll actually need Bree's dad to do that because he runs construction equipment, because that's what it's going to need. This is a really old tree. It probably has a root like huge. So it's not something actually that can be dug up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But now the lilacs here are in full bloom. So I will end on an abstract note with a lilac bud or frond from my garden, which I made into a cubist shot. So here we will end on cubism.
Great help.
It's not artificial intelligence.
No.
But it is a style transfer. And I wanted to see what a lilac would look like if a cubist person had painted it. So that's what it would look like.
Wow.
Horrible? Tell me.
Interesting.
Interesting?
Crazy.
Yeah, it is
I
crazy.
like the colors.
Yeah, what's it like?
I could have used some more that green that is in the lower right.
Yes. Well, I
would have liked to see that in
I will show it. Okay,
one or two other.
Okay,
corners.
I have a lot of green in other shots. I have it's called lilacs close up, more close up, very close up. So actually, I'll take you up on that. I do have shots with some green in it, or a lot of green in it, and then the lilac and the top of it. So you know what? Maybe I'll do it over tonight before I go to bed.
Okay. Well, great
nice
presentation.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I was thank you.
Love.
There we go.
Thank you.
Really interesting.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Brother.
Mike, would you like to share?
Yeah, sure. The first one, I think, is from Paris. I've been cleaning up my office and finding amongst the thousands of photographs some that I can't really pin down exactly where I took them or exactly when, but I think this one was in Paris, and I'll show it to you. I titled it For Ouija, F-O-R, For Ouija. So let me just find how to do it here.
Ouija was the crime photographer of the 20s, right?
Right, but
Really? How do you spell that?
He was. They asked him how he was able to get all these amazing photographs before the police got there.
Mhm.
So he said, "What's your secret?" And what has become like the catch line is, his answer was F8 and be there. So
I got it.
yeah, so that's kind of this my F8 and be there. If I can ever get it up. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Yeah, here we go. Like I say, I think Paris, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oh, lovely, Mike. That is a super shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mike, it wasn't really like that, was it? I mean, how did you get that shot then, or did you collage it in, or how did you do that?
No, it's really a straight shot. And looking at it, I would think that I probably photographed something using a very slow shutter speed. Turned around and using the same slow shutter speed. I should say too slow shutter speed. Caught this instant, which is the beauty of
Chance. Pure
photography.
chance.
It's the magic of photography.
Really nice.
Well, was it
Yeah.
a magic, or was it a serendipity moment, or was it the magic of photography? Is what what I'm asking.
Well, if I knew what serendipity meant, I would probably be able to tell you. But no, I think it was just a matter of being there and turning around and catching it.
It's lovely. It's a lovely shot.
You know, when you're shooting on the street, you're always poised to catch something in that 60th of a second.
That's the advantage of a camera, is that instant, the possibility of that instant moment.
Yes.
And
well, I do,
much more so than painting.
well, I do have a very steady hand, or I did anyway. Very steady. I could shoot it a half a second, and you would think it was a 500th, but not so much anymore.
Well, Mike, what I meant by the serendipity part was you saw those two people standing still, and then those two other people were moving, and that's a serendipitous moment. You couldn't have stood there all day waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, not only that, but in probably a fraction of the second, as the two men passed each other, the other couple would have been completely blocked.
Yeah, exactly. That's total serendipity.
Yeah,
You just saw it, and took it, and you acted quickly. You know what I'm saying? You were ready.
Yeah.
You were ready for the moment.
Oh yeah, that I was. That I was. All right, then I have one more from Paris. Bob, if you want to take it down.
Sure.
This kind of a memory. It's actually 4 images in a row. Sarah and I were walking along the Seine, as I remember it, and there was a statue of, I'm not sure, a man or a woman in white robes standing against the wall. And at the feet of the statue, which we didn't catch immediately, was a small bucket. And in the first picture, we're standing there looking at the statue. In the second picture, the statue moves because it was a mime. And the statue signals to us, points out the bucket. In the third one, we drop some money in, and he or she says thank you. If I can get back to it.
And that's the one I put up on your wall next to your desk too.
That was.
You've just been joined by, my eyes are good, but they're not that good. Praganti?
I've lost my picture. I don't know why, but let's say Don Blue, Mike Nathan is speaking. Just say.
AB.
Hit leave.
Hi, Nina.
Now,
No,
I'm going to be.
I don't think it is Nina.
It is Nina.
Well, she has a different name.
Hi, okay, I'll change it. Sorry.
Nina, do you have a different name?
Actually, this is my official name.
Oh.
My Indian name.
Oh,
And,
okay. I was confused.
Nina was coined at Starbucks.
Oh, so this is your American name?
It's now it's both of them.
Okay.
I had a nickname while growing up, and at Starbucks it would always be hard to have them say Pragati, so I would say Nina. Now now everybody knows me as Nina more than my actual name, but on Zoom that's what shows up first, because that's how I'm signed up in my account.
Nina, I heard a similar story. Can I just please say this? There's an Israeli guy in Boston from Israel, and he had the same situation as you. He couldn't say his real name, which was, I can't even know what it was. And so he calls himself Clint or Starbucks. You understand? That's not his name at all. So that the Starbucks people can call out Clint rather than
yeah. I started going there so regularly, and I mean, it was close to the house, and then they gave me this customer appreciation award. And it was this green apron with my name on it. That day I thought, okay, all right, Nina has to stay.
Okay, well, we know
I got your pictures, Nina. So we'll be able to show them.
It can go next time too.
But let's see if Mike has made any progress.
It's Mike, you gave us such a great lead up and then you disappeared.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my screen.
Well, can we see it?
Do you have the video?
Yeah. Yeah. Hit the screen share button.
Let's see.
Video turned on, bottom left-hand corner there.
See. And then just a second.
He suffers through working on a phone rather than working on a computer.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You know, I don't want to hold you up. You can show it to you next week.
Okay. That sounds like a deal.
Or you may get it tonight.
Yeah.
But it was three pictures, I remember.
Yeah.
And there was a story of the bucket and okay. Back to that. All right, thanks, Mike.
Sure.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
We will go to Sarah.
Oh. Well, Sarah's now on the laptop for the first time that the children gave us.
Great.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Eventually, Mike will be on here too. So I don't know if I'll be able to.
Do you want to wait for next week?
No, because I prepared. I worked.
Okay.
You got that. Yeah.
I worked very hard. But I think
maybe if you,
Just give me another second, please.
sure.
Are you all still there?
Yeah.
We're still here.
I like
We
that.
see that lovely screensaver.
Yeah, the screensaver is very nice. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to show you this one first.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Nice, Sarah.
Very moody.
Super grain.
Yeah, moody.
Yeah. You have
This-
one window on top of another. Why
Yes.
don't you close the top window?
Okay.
And we'll see if that,
Whoops.
that didn't work. All right.
Wait. Here we go.
Okay.
Ah,
Bob, let's leave it there.
yeah.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Yes. That
I
is
ha-
wonderful.
I have to wait.
You're okay. You're okay. We can see it.
Is that better?
That's
Well,
better.
that's the other one. Yes, we can
Yeah.
see it. It is better.
Good, yeah.
This is a very old building that we had passed many times. And then, of course, one time when we passed it, the shadow was really great. I don't know if this picture is coming up right, but it was, what would you call it, a stucco house?
Yes.
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 And then, of course, the shadow. And,
Oh, yes.
Probably many coats of stucco.
yes, I know it was very old. Because I think everything was built around it, even the road. But for some reason, they had to leave this house there in the middle of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they still doing stucco?
Yes, in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Not on new construction, though, I don't think.
No, I
Nothing
don't.
new.
No.
That's what I mean, yeah. Whether they're
Now
Yeah,
I'll
look at those.
go ahead.
They do it in England on some houses.
There was a problem with it of some sort, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it breaks up after time. It sort of disintegrates. That's the word.
Well, you had to keep renewing it.
Yes, it's a difficult thing to have. It's better to have brick.
And then if it gets old, the water goes or leaks through it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's right. I remember there was something. to
That's
do with
true.
that.
I think that's true. We have that problem.
Yeah, I'm going to show you one more. Again, this week, it's mainly trying to experiment because I really practiced so hard to make this come out right. This is a new one.
Oh, I like it.
Ah,
Wait, what? There we go.
ah.
That's an interesting way to look
I
at the sidewalk.
like the overprinting of
it.
of the letters, the typographic effect.
Yes.
Yes, and this is when we go to visit my daughter. I have to tell you, Mike drops me off and then he comes and picks me up because but I looked down one day and it looks so interesting. They're my feet and that's the sidewalk and that's the street. And it was just a composition that just grabbed me. It was really unusual. I mean, wherever you go, whatever you do, there's always something to capture. And this is a
Yes.
fine example of that.
Yes, yes. Well, you're good at that, Sarah. You're good at that. You're good at that. Capturing the moment.
Yeah.
I would consider cropping about an inch off of the right, but that's because I'm just a slight bit.
You mean my legs?
No, the other
No,
side,
not your
the
legs.
other
Okay.
side of
The other
the
side is
parking
street.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a judgment call. But,
Yeah.
but that's my view.
Well, I'll experiment. I appreciate all the comments, and I will experiment.
I think it adds balance to the picture.
The way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it adds weight to that side that it can use.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it this way.
So I'm going to show you one more. Thank you for that. This is really, I don't know if I ever showed this before.
No.
Oh, wow.
That was
Very unusual.
Wow, indeed.
That was a great little thrift shop that was open for a long time, and then they closed. And I do have fond memories of going there. And this one, the others are new, but this one is an older one. And like so many of you do, and I do, I went back with my new knowledge and my new experiences, and I replayed it because this was in color, big color before. And I thought this was much more interesting for me anyhow, in this, using this method.
Sarah, can we try an experiment? And can you, that black box at the bottom that has the thumbnails on it, can you move that to the side or?
I'm going to try.
Maybe not. Maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
Maybe not. All right.
I don't want to play.
No.
Okay, fine.
Oh, and Mike wanted me to tell you he's in the waiting room.
Oh, I think he's in now.
So I'm going to hang up. I mean, I'm going to, I'm thrilled that I was able to share some of my work on this new laptop that the children bought us.
Oh,
nice, nice.
Yay,
great.
kids.
That's great.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice
I-
work.
I appreciate your work, Sarah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And I yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And I like your new haircut too, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Well, it'll grow.
Nina, would you like to share?
Yes, I have her pictures. So she can talk over and I will show.
So I wanted to show you the.
Oh my gosh, aren't you the lucky one? That's her Starbucks thing. Wow.
That's what they gave me for customer appreciation.
Oh my gosh.
and then the name was born forever.
That is
Okay, okay. Nina, how do you pronounce your Indian name then? How would that be pronounced?
Pragati.
Pragati. Okay.
Yeah, I think Nina might be easier in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, now they won't even believe me, So even my app has Nina on it, and and if I've tried telling them my actual name is something else, and then they're like, no. It's just now they're familiar.
Okay.
But
Do you folks? I have your first image up there. Do you all see it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Bob, can you play them all? It's like a scene.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it may not be
Okay,
possible.
there's number one.
If you just click the
two.
next arrow, it'll do it. If you just click the arrow on the side,
Okay. It'll take a moment because unfortunately I got to move windows around. Okay, now I can do it, I think. All right. You see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Yes.
There's number
This is
2.
great.
Huh.
Super.
Number 3.
Oh, wow.
Huh. Looks like I don't quite have the story,
Looks
but
like he's
something's going on.
trying to
So-
drag apart.
Now you can see the form. So it's it's a teapot that broke in installation.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if there was an actual situation like this where a big sculpture is being installed and it breaks, probably that's what would happen. I don't know.
That's great.
All right, let me run through it again.
Yeah.
So here the people are discovering the teapot's broken. Oh, what are we gonna do? Nina, you can narrate.
He's trying to drag it across and nobody else is helping out.
Yeah.
Everyone, help me, hurry.
Is someone saying, who's responsible for this?
Yeah.
Don't just stand there. Come and help. Don't just stand there.
And that's the scene. I had this light in the beginning, and then I thought, no, that'll give away everything. It's nice for it to build up. This was just for the club. It's the show is only exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And will we ever find out if the teapot was repaired?
Yes, I'm making it again.
Super.
Very good, Nina.
You
Thank you.
can't see your car tonight.
Yes, there was a sudden storm. I had to rush home because the dog was. I was just imagining he would be in panic, which I'm glad I did come because it got really bad. And now it lifted. It's there's light again outside.
Right, they did say on news that there was very bad weather going to maybe hit Georgia.
Yes, it did. It did. I'm in the northern, Atlanta, but we got some. It really builds up very quickly. We have this wind tunnel thing, but no tornadoes, so no hiding under a table with the pillow on my head.
Very good. And you got out of the car.
Indoors. No, yeah, out of the car.
Well,
thank you.
Your work.
Thank you, Nina.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Thanks, Nina. That was good.
Thank you.
Okay, so everybody has shown.
Mike, do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. I don't know how, but it did pop up. So let's see what happens.
See if
here.
you can get that up there on the screen.
Okay.
All right, we got you. Oh,
Oh, yes, those mimes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
that's number one.
That's
Okay.
very spooky.
Yes.
They are spooky.
yes.
Not-
Shall I take that down, Mike?
Yes, thank you.
You have
I'll
a
go-
series?
That'll be a
Yeah.
help. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Okay, this is number 2.
We're not seeing your screen share yet.
Yeah, it's downloaded.
There it is. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
They're big files. Okay, and now he's gesturing. He's asking us to put money in. He or she, I don't know.
Well, it looks like he's begging, more like asking.
Yes.
Please, praying that
Yeah.
you'll put some money in.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to take that down, Bob, it seems
Sure.
to be the best way to do it. Okay, let's see.
Nice wall.
Nice wall. It
Nice
was.
wall. True.
Yes.
Okay, here's number 3.
Oh. He's wiping a tear.
Yes. Yes. And then if you want to do the next one, the last one is thanking us for putting some money in the bucket.
But they were nice. They weren't nasty or disrespectful. They were nice. They were
Yeah. Here we go.
I mean, you don't take offense at them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're just trying to earn a living.
Sure, absolutely.
There you go. Waving goodbye.
Ah.
Ah.
So he's pointing at the bucket.
Yeah, he's pointing at us and waving goodbye. It's like a thank gesture.
Mike, you always get this great texture in these pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I like black and white, and these were of course shot with film back then. Probably tri-X, so it would have been a little grainy. But once I get them into the computer, very gently just tweak them a little bit to try to give a sense of the feeling of what's there, not just the image, but the feeling of what's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the effort, and nothing automatic, all done by hand, and that's it.
Mike, was it a rainy day? It has
Yes.
the quality of that it rained.
Yes, it rained almost continually while we were there. It was a very, very gray day. And in the original that I have, the photographs, the 4x6s that I scanned to do that, there isn't as much detail there. I mean, it's there. I didn't add it, but I just had to help bring it out because
I see.
the digital could do more than a 25 or 30-year-old print.
Right. Right.
So, give it a little helping hand.
Very,
And that's it. So thanks for being patient. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very good, Mike.
thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm thinking of that poor guy getting rained on, though. Right? I was standing there all day in the rain.
He had a very sad look on his face. He was
Yes,
so
yes, yes, yes.
He kept his costume nice and clean.
Well, that's true.
To me, I think the most amazing thought that I remember is that it was a cold day, a rainy day, and not a tear came out of the eye. The control is just amazing.
That's great. Okay, my turn. I have one or two shots from the garden.
Just
It's
gonna
that,
pour my
that
light.
time of year. I titled this Monet's Garden.
Oh, yes. Yes. Monet would have had great fun in your garden,
Yes.
especially with your lovely dog.
And that was her name, Monet.
That's what I wondered.
Yes.
Oh,
all,
That's
the
great.
all the dogs were named after artists.
really? That's very clever.
And she would help me go around and find these iris, and she would stay in the car while I dug them up, and we'd bring them home and she'd help me plant them. She was excellent at being a good watchdog in the garden.
I thought I was the only one. I would go along the road and dig them out along the road, and my sister would be the lookout.
You always need a lookout.
Around here, we have daylilies that I do that with, and now they're very profuse in my garden. The daylilies that I dug up by the side of the road.
They are sturdy plants.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, once they're established, they get going and wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. Around us, the deer love to eat the early buds on the daylilies.
Oh, really? That's horrible.
They just think it's the best salad.
Luckily, they don't do that here.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because I got lots of daylilies. And they've outlasted the lilies I planted. Now that looks like monarda.
It is. And if you can see, there's a tiny little moth smack in the middle. Right about there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do they call it? It's named after the Sphinx in Egypt. It's a Sphinx moth.
Really?
It has a really long nose, and it sips the nectar.
I just bought a feeder.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to putting it out.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you have feeders?
Yeah, we do. We do. I put out a feeder for the hummingbirds, and then bird seed, and raccoons come and they think everything tastes good. They disguise themselves as a bird. So that's it for the day.
Oh, thank you.
Took us away into the garden.
Yeah.
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 That's sweet.
That is it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Bob, do you have any art news to share?
Yes, I do. First of all, let's see. You're still up.
Oh, stop sharing.
Okay.
That's why. Okay.
First of all, we have some news from Sarah.
Oh.
Can you fill us in, Sarah?
Yes, I was just accepted into the Abington Art Center's summer show.
Oh,
well done.
Great.
Well done.
Congratulations.
And it's about ethnicity through the eyes of the artist. And so I hadn't really been going into shows, not driving into Center City or anything, but the Abington Art Center is 15 minutes from me. So I thought I'd give it a try, and
of course.
And I got in. I'm just so
Great.
thrilled.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yes.
And it is an image we've seen here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you show it again? I mean,
I
might be able to.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
All right, I'll try to get it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you, if anyone's interested in going, the opening is I think it's Friday, June 9th, but you can look on their website. And
where is Abington, and how would you get there from Center City?
It's in Abington. It's a very large property, and they do a lot of different things on that.
Can you get a train to Abington? I mean, is it a place that you can get to?
Yeah. Well, I guess there would be a train near there, but mostly I think people drive there.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a bus that goes there.
Kim, it's at the end of Broad Street.
Yeah.
Then another 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
Keeps out the riffraff like me that don't have a car in Philadelphia.
We don't either.
No, I think
think
no, because you can't. I mean, you can't do it. It's parking, the insurance.
yeah, it's expensive.
Very expensive.
You could take public transportation into Center City, Philadelphia, and then Bob will drive you there.
Oh, here it is.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I remember when you showed it on here.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just 2
I
weeks
don't
ago.
remember that one. I must have not been there because I would have remembered this. This is very
Yeah.
strange.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't here that day.
And just in case any of you have not attended a show at the Abington Arts Center, most of the work that's on display there during an exhibit sells for thousands and thousands of dollars.
Whoa.
It's quite a feather in Sarah's cap to be accepted. It really is.
Yes, it is.
Sarah, can we ask, what are you pricing yours at?
Oh, God.
$150.
Oh, come on, Sarah. You gotta raise your prices, Sarah.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Sarah. We're glad to hear it.
Congratulations, Sarah. Good for you. Good for you. Takes a lot of energy to do that.
Oh, it does. It does.
I know.
As you guys know, I have been following the issue of the Benin bronzes.
Yes.
You remember these?
Yes.
Anyway, they did a metallurgical analysis of the metal in the Benin bronzes, and amazingly, it comes from Germany. And essentially they were a currency used in slave trading.
Wow.
If you brought in a slave to Benin, they gave you one of these. So that just spooks me out. The fact that Benin not only was in the slave trade in the 1600s, but those bronzes are made from material. All right. In other news, Paris's Centre Pompidou is going to be closed for renovation for 5 years.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, that's pretty extensive
I've been
renovation.
there.
In my hometown, Detroit, this gives a flavor of the economy of Detroit. There is a break-in at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Detroit. No art was stolen, but they went through the cash register.
Okay.
That's the bottom of the world. Janice, could you show us the medieval pets? Janice and I.
Hi. Is it Alt Tab? Bob?
Pardon?
Is it Alt Tab?
Yes, Alt Tab.
Oh, but that's mine.
Yeah, well, one of those windows should be the Chrome window with the
they don't stay. Okay.
See,
I can't make it stop.
Window tab
In other words,
Window tab will give you, if you're on Windows, it'll give you all the windows that are open.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but I am outside the Zoom, I think.
No, you're
You
not.
are.
Yeah, you're in there.
No.
We'll go back to the Zoom. There's a little Zoom window.
There is?
Yeah, it's a little blue dot on the bottom.
Oh, on the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
it's like a round. All right. We have not perfected this.
You're in for it tonight,
Yeah,
Janice.
I told you. I wish I was wrong.
Okay.
All right, I will continue. Thank you, Janice. We'll work on it again.
Well, maybe.
Yes. This is art by appearing. She's having a show. Let's see.
Who is it?
Here. I got to go to my Photoshop window.
Can you just share screen again, Bob?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Is this someone we know?
This is, I will soon explain who she is as soon as I am able to.
Oh, you're open in Photoshop.
See, I moved my windows around.
So did I.
And
Ah,
all right. There, okay. Photoshop. All right, I'm going to stop the share. Because I've messed up my windows just as Janice has. We are not a very good technical team, Janice, today. I will give the Sketch Club has an online exhibit of their small oil paintings. You can check that out. We have an interesting thing on Renee Magritte, who's still significant, and a bit of an economic news with rising interest rates and the looming rate of a recession. This is from an art news thing. The state of play for art collectors is changing fast. In Bloomberg, journalist James Tarmy quoted Alex Rotter, the chairman of art at Christie's, as he offered up a concise summary of where things stand now. I grew up, he said, in an America where money was basically free, and the more you had, the freer it got, Rotter said. Now is the first time in, I think, 20 years that people have to pay to get money. And be careful. That's puzzling, but I guess at a certain level, I mean,
Pay to get money.
Yeah, really. Free money, free money, free money.
Yep. At a certain level, I mean, even at my level, I sometimes get checks. Fill out this check from my credit card company, and you won't have to pay interest for a year.
Really?
But anyway,
I've never got such an offer.
Oh, I get occasional credit card offers. Anyway, that's the very short version of the news, of the art news. Sorry, we did not have our technical thing together. Anybody else have any news or notes?
No.
Well, as you know, Sotheby's sends me emails, and I got an email, I think today or yesterday, that they have 3 auctions which you can watch on YouTube. And I think they're May 16th, which is tonight, and the 18th and so forth. So if you just go to YouTube and put Sotheby's May 2023 auctions, you can watch all their latest auctions. Should you desire to do that. I personally love it because it really kind of gives me an inspiration. It does, it really does. If I'm stuck, which I'm often stuck.
All right. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yes.
And let us say good night. Good night, all. Thanks for joining us.
Say hi to Shula Walcott.
I will.
Yeah.
Have a good week, everyone. Have a good week.
Bye, Nina.